Hey everybody, it's Nick with Key Collector Comics. That's Billy. He's my co-host. It's been a busy couple of weeks. There's been New York Comic Con, Chicago this weekend, next weekend Madison. So I'm sorry I haven't been that consistent in getting these videos out, but I'm trying. And please subscribe because I will get on schedule. And thank you for your comments. You can subscribe to my Facebook because I do some content over there. And, maybe in the meantime, Billy can stand in. But today we're going to talk about what's obscure in your collection that you might end up selling because it's often overlooked. And I'm going to help you identify them. And the app helps you identify them too. It's a free mobile app, Key Collector Comics, if you don't know about it. And let's get right into it, right? Take it away, Billy. Take it away. Go ahead. It's your cue. You're missing your cue. He's quitting. He quit. These final issues in some series, when a series comes to an end, there's a reason, no one's reading it, so they print less, and then years later it turns out they're scarce, like the Punisher Armory. It's worth $15 now. And then this Shadow Man is an Acclaim. It was the Valiant Acclaim days, and the series was supposed to go on for longer, but it didn't. It's a $100 book. Deadpool, it was the end of the first ongoing series. They ended it with $69, so funny. This is a $15 book as well. The final 5 issues of Ghost Rider Volume 2 are all worth around $15 to $20. It was a 5-issue series, but between the 4th issue and the 5th issue, there was a 10-year gap. The writers came back after it was canceled, and they wanted to tie up the storyline, so they did. It's kind of interesting. And that's what I love about this dollar bin diving section. It's all this information. It's meant to build value in your collection with the least amount of Google searching and doing all the stuff that you used to hate, but now you have Key Collector Comics. It's going to make your life easier. Nightwing 93, Nightwing gets sexually assaulted by a woman named Tarantula. I'm just going to leave that alone. Billy, stay away from my sandwich. Billy's getting into the sandwich now. He thinks it's the craft services table. You have your own food. That's people food. Anyway, Nightwing goes for about $15. She-Hulk, number 40, goes for about $40. And this was based off some remark in the fan letter section, which compels her to jump rope in the nude. But here she's saying, I don't even know what this means. I know Marvel will do just about anything to make a sale, but this kind of goes beyond the pale, I mean, it was the 80s. I don't know if she was like trying to rhyme and use Roadblock's shtick, Some of you guys might know what I'm talking about there. For those of you that don't, Roadblock was the guy from G.I. Joe who always had to rhyme one sentence with another. It seems like a really exhausting way to live, though, but that's who he is. And now you know. And knowing is half the battle. So this Doctor Strange 15, it's not a high-value book, but it's an interesting book because Marvel got sued over using the likeness of Christian singer Amy Grant and her people, and when by that I mean her management, not like her people, the Christians. No, her and her people were like, we don't like being associated with Doctor Strange because it's, to us, black magic. It's black magic, and it's the devil's work. So they settled out of court. Second appearances that are somewhat obscure can also have a decent value. Alpha Flight 17, a lot of people think this is the first appearance of Big Hero 6, but it's actually the second. It came out 2 months after Big Hero and Sunfire. Now, for those of you who like to speculate, there's a part on the app called the Spec Deck. I feel Teen Titans 10, the second full appearance of Deathstroke, is a good purchase at $10. Deathstroke appears briefly in 9, but full appearance is 10. So for $10, why not? What the hell? My apologies to Amy Grant's people. And this time, I do mean the Christians, because I said hell. Then we have the second appearance of Betty the Vampire Slayer and Vampironica. This second appearance is worth $35. The first appearance is worth $70, which is still damn good. Sorry, Amy Grant. Good artists, good covers, and these will go up in value or retain their value. There's Adam Hughes and She-Hulk. There's a lot of She-Hulk issues. And like I said, go on to Dollar Bin Diving. There's a lot of She-Hulk issues that do pretty good. X-Force Sex and Violence. You ever hear of it? Neither have I, right? So that's a Del Otto cover, and it's really nice. And then you have an Alex Garner cover with Betsy Braddock, Sword of the Braddocks. Those covers go for 10, 15, 25, respectively. All raw pricing. Previews, sometimes you can really pick up a good preview. This Comics Scene 31 is the first published appearance of Harley Quinn. It's just like an article, so that's why I call it a preview. It preceded Batman Adventures. This thing goes for $5. I've seen it to $85. So people don't know about it. That's why. That's why Key Collector is so great, because it's an educational tool. Next, the preview of Chew in Walking Dead number 61 goes for about $35. And then Summer of Spider-Man, this free promotional book, is going for $15 to $40 because it has the first preview appearance of Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. It's amazing. It's amazing what some of this stuff is. Anyway, Sandman number 18 is an error edition because there's a couple panels that were printed in the wrong ink. And, Billy, which one do you like? Do you like the yellow kitty cat? Or do you like the blue kitty cat? No reaction. Okay. This call is, oh, you quit. That's right. Okay. Well, get out of the studio. All right. So then Howard the Duck. See, can you see the difference there? Did you see how quickly it happened? Above the 30 and below the 30, there are words that were supposed to be there that on some issues, they're not there. And that, if you find the Air edition, is about $15. And the Sandman one is about $20. So, like I said, these are all manageable dollar amounts. It's not. But here's this Fantastic Four 110 with this color issue, this color mistake, and it sells for $250 if you have that. So check your collection. That's what I'm trying to say. Spawn is on fire. Some of these issues in the mid to upper hundreds and the lower 200s, almost all of them are doing really well. This first two are the Spawn Gunslingers going for $35 for $74, $50 for $175, $165 with the Samurai Spawn is $20. I think they're calling them the Mandarin Spawn, actually. Sorry, Todd. Todd, I didn't mean to call Spawn by the wrong name. It's Mandarin Spawn. Savage Dragon is another one that has a lot of good books to keep an eye out for. This number 31, if you look in the upper left-hand corner inside the Image logo box, or the indica, if you want to use the right terminology, you'll see that it's blank. And blank means this is the uncensored version, which goes for about $10 to $15. The censored version says God is good in that box and doesn't go for as much. Issue 102 is disgusting because that character's name is Afterbirth. She's swinging her babies around on an umbilical cord. But that's not why it's valuable. It's valuable because it has a preview appearance of Invincible. It goes for about $20. And then this issue 192, it's a change of the guard. Savage Dragon's son takes up the mantle from his father. It goes for $30. Savage Dragon is interesting. It's about a 25-year-old series, and the Savage Dragon has been aging in our reality. So when he was 25 back then, or whatever it might have been, then he would be 50 years old now. So I don't know. I think that's kind of interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please download Key Collector Comics.